Hey everyone, I am Utkarsh and today I'm going to share how did I clear my PMP paper in my second attempt. Yes, you heard it right. I cleared my paper in my second attempt. First attempt I gave on 5th of May and in 2025. I failed in my first attempt and second attempt I gave on 29th of August and I passed in that attempt. And you must be thinking, I took a lot of time when giving my second attempt because I wanted to be sure. Because after I did really study hard for my first attempt, but I really wanted to be sure before giving my second attempt because, as you all know, when PMP uh, has it's a rigorous exam. It's a 4 hour exam. It's not everyone's cup of tea, and I mean you need to be very sure because you get 3 attempts in a year, and if you get failed in one attempt, you need to pay extra for every time you appear for a paper, and I mean appearing for the second time you need to pay a certain amount and that is also, I mean, you can say not effective because, I mean, you need to be really sure before giving that end. So, yes, before starting the video, I have written down all my notes in my phone. I'll be looking at my phone time to time just to make sure that I give you all the pointers that are necessary for you to clear your exam. And I mean, most importantly, I want to make sure that how did I increase my score for I mean, in certain papers, because I mean, everybody's at the end of the day, what you wanted to do is increase your, I mean, marks in the main examination, and also how can you increase your timing, because that is also very essential because you get only, I mean, 1 minute 16 seconds for one question. So, how to stay vigilant? How can you prepare yourself? And I gave my paper on, I mean. On a center. I went, I mean, it's around 4 or 5 kilometers from my home, not far. And I did wear blue as per Andrew's suggestion. And after completing my 35 hours of PMP training, I mean, I purchased. I mean, test series that are available on Udemy and TIA's Andrew's, I mean, test series. I mean, after that, I was pretty much confident because in Andrew's test series, TIA test series, I was scoring around 75 to 80%. I mean, in first paper, I attempt 75, then 78. I mean, I wouldn't say that I was, I mean, scoring very well. I knew all the answers, but yes, I was pretty much confident because after completing my 35 hours, I have a certain set of, I mean, questions that I've gone through and I mean, talking about the definitions, I'm sure about the definitions. I was so what did I do is I mean written down. I have a notebook and an iPad. I wrote down everything in that that are essential. The definitions, the generic, I mean terminologies that are essential, and I mean, I in my paper, I was doing really well. I mean, in the all these quizzes, I was scoring 90 plus, and I mean, in the main paper or the I would say the big papers, I was scoring good. But the major problem was I was not giving the papers. I mean, I mean, in a full stretch. So in the next section, I am going to tell you that how did I increase my score after failing in my first attempt and what steps did I take. So, I mean, let's focus on the first thing first. You need to be very well prepared for PMP mindset because as a project manager, I believe you're working somewhere, you have managed the project, but particularly talking about any project that you do, PMI thinks very differently from the day-to-day things that we do. Because see, in day-to-day things, on person to person basis, on company, every company has their own set of doing the project. Every company has their own set of rules and regulations. But coming to PMI, what should be done as a project manager, what should be your set of mentality, what should be your mindset while solving the conflicts. I got failed in people section. I was pretty much good in business, and I was okay in I would say in process, but I miserably failed in people section. And that was the I would say the mistakes that I did. But I didn't understand, because I was taking up the problems as if I mean, I thought what I do in my day-to-day journey, because it's been more than 6, 7 years I'm heading the projects. I've heard I have headed I would say I mean a large chunk of projects during my professional careers, and so I know some of the nuances. I know how to handle people. I have I mean, I am now managing, and I have been managing a team around 24 plus people. So I know the state of mentality, what should be done, how should we resolve the conflict. But the way you do in your day-to-day life, PMI thinks very differently. So you need to get it right. And for this, I would suggest, even if you have purchased, I mean, and used 35 hours of course, do watch video for David Mclachlan. David Mclachlan is the guy who cleared every, I would say, the confusion that I had regarding process and people questions. So David is a guy who creates videos on online, and I would say many of us who have cleared PMP, they might have referred to his videos, or they might have already gone through, or you might have gone through his video. But I would say go to all of his videos, uh, create a proper mindset, and write down the important points, because that is very necessary. For me, writing down the things is very necessary, because I tend to forget, and PMI has a I mean structure. It's a 4 hour long paper, because I mean you need to be rigorously sitting in the paper. Second, what I did, yes, and this is must to have. I would say, must I mean I would say very infinity times important, if you want to clear I mean PMP paper, is get a study hall test series. Do not go for study hall essential, purchase study hall I mean plus. What Why I am suggesting it? Study hall is tough. I mean, if I compare it with the original paper, it's tough. But study hall will give you a mindset, a set of mentality. Why PMI is choosing that example? Why? And I mean, how should you choose that example? So let's just say hall has around 1,000 questions. If you only concentrate on study hall, do not purchase any other test series. I would recommend, it's not necessary. If you purchase any 35 or practice test series, what you can do is I mean you can have a free test paper in that particular 35 hour I mean preparation. So you can attempt that paper, but give your 100%, 200%, and majority of your time understanding what study hall is trying to make you understand. Second, how can you make your answer correct on study hall, because that will create a set of mentality in your mind. Focus on study hall. If you are scoring more than 75% on study hall, I'm definitely I mean giving you that you can easily clear the paper. Easily clear the paper. I'm not talking about, do not go for above target in all the sections, because at the end of the day, what you want is a certificate. Even if you score target, it, I mean, it won't matter. So there's no, I mean, you only need a PMP certification. That's it. It doesn't matter how much you score. So if you're scoring 75% in study hall test series, go for it, man. Third is I created a mistake log. I mean, I was after my failing my first attempt. What I did in my first attempt, I was just giving the paper. I mean, writing down I mean the important points, and then moving along, giving the next paper. What I was not doing is writing down the mistakes that I did. Because see, let's just say if you're giving a paper and you scored around 50%, okay? I'm just assuming score around 50%. So according to you, from that 50% mistake, you only feel that only 20 to 25% questions are necessary. Rest 25%, what I did was silly mistakes, or somehow you choose a wrong answer. But that is not correct. Why you chose the wrong answer, you need to keep on remembering why you chose that particular answer. And that is why mistake log is very necessary. Even if you did a silly mistake, even if you did anything. So a study hall as a bookmark feature, you can bookmark all the questions, wrong questions. And also another thing that I want to point out before this study, mistake log. The study hall has, confidence section. Use it judiciously. Uh, let's just say there are three sections: you're confident, you're medium, and low confident. Very confident, medium, and low confident. Very confident is you're sure that this is the answer. Those are the mistakes. If you, if those answers are incorrect, you need to better, write down all the questions that in which you are very confident and those are incorrect. Second, medium confident are those questions where you think you got confused between two options. Okay, this was my understanding, but you can have your own strategy. I'm not putting words or giving you any sort of how should you understand the medium confidence. But how I was dealing is medium confidence was the paper in which if I got confused between two options, I would mark it as medium confidence because I knew I was 50% sure which is the answer. And low confidence is you do not have any idea. It can be option number A, B, C, or D. Okay, or it can be option number A, B, or C. You are very confused. So in that particular question, you need to mark it as low confidence. And this is how you will be able to understand that in which particular points you feel you're very confident, you're not. Second is what are the things that you should be working on? Those are low confidence. And second is what are the main things that you should be keeping in your mind when you get confused? Because at the end of the day, you want to remove that confusion. So creating a mistake log is very necessary. Excuse me. Now, coming back to simulated paper, and last point, I'll include some of the points regarding how did I revise. Now, in my first attempt, what I did is I was not giving the paper in a stretch. What I was doing is in the main paper, what happens is after every 60 question, you get a break of 10 minutes. So what I was doing is I was taking a break of 10 minutes after every 60 questions. So in study hall, what happens is, you have 33.33, then 66.66, and this is how you can segregate because you won't be able to know that on which number of questions you're exactly at, but it will show you how much percentage of questions you have already completed. Okay, so that was my strategy. But I would suggest if you could give 60% or 70% of paper in one go, that would be very, essential for you to score good in your final paper. Why I'm saying this? Because uh, for me, as an average studying human being, I cannot remember many of the things. I was not very sharp at studies, but the problem is my mind gets shut off after every 15-20 minutes. So I am not able to concentrate on, because even if I'm going into next question, what I was, my mind would wave off into something else. I start thinking about something else. And then after, you can say, seconds, 30 seconds, 15 seconds, concentrate again and get into my screen. So how did I increase my attention span? By increasing the timing I need to be stick to the screen while I was giving the paper. And that helped me in my second paper. Because see, even if you're taking 10 minutes break after 60 questions in the final paper, your mind is still alert because you have already prepared for full-fledged 5 paper during your practice times. So keep on increasing your timing. If you I mean, on study hall, you won't be able to remember all the answers. That is for sure. Let's just say if you attempted question paper number 1, now attempt paper number 5. Now you can reset paper number 1, reset paper number 5, and start giving that again after giving 2, 3, and 4. So you will be able to reattempt those practice questions. You'll be able to reattempt those small test series, mini test, everything you can reset. So this is how you can increase your score also, and you can also learn from your mistake. But what did you do wrong in your previous papers, and how can you increase your score? Now, coming back to revision, I know this video is getting long. I don't want to increase the timing because, if you have any question, I'll create a next video. But what I would want you to focus on, how are you revising? That is also very necessary, because what happens is sometimes um, uh, we tend to write down everything on a, you can say, revision note. So, during my first attempt, what I did is I created thick book. I'll show you. This is the copy, and this is full. I have written down my notes. I think you won't be able to see it because, and this is fully written. And what I did, I was keep on reading it. Every day I wake up around 5:36. I read the whole this booklet or copy, and then start giving my paper. And I have too much to retain, so I tend to forget things, and things get jumbled up. So what I would say is, focus on the things that you really want to remember. Let's just say there are formulas that you want to remember. There are process groups that you want to remember. There are ITTOs that you want to remember. So what I did is I wrote down on a A4 sheet and stick it on my wall. So I have all the papers here in my room. I have stick it on my wall. What are the important points? What are the things that I need to see every time I look into my wall? And what are because in process, chronology is also very important. You need to understand that what comes after, let's just say you are into scope management. What comes after that? Communication, what comes after that? So you need to be very sure what is the process, and chronology is very essential. So revision is also very important. And thank you so much if you're watching the video till this time. If you have any questions, please do reach out to me. If you want my help in any notes, I'll be happy to share all my insights. You can comment down this video if you need my help. I'll definitely answer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.